I think this thing is on. Testing, 1, 2. No, but, hi guys. Sage is here. So, good lord, this mic stand is, getting to be a bit much. I mean, it still functions just fine, but, like, if I try to move it or do anything, it just creaks like crazy. But, anyways. Hi guys. This is a video that's trying to explain something that's kind of complicated in a way. Very serious. I mentioned this in the Kingdom Hearts thing, but, okay. Now I kind of feel bad, but we're, we'll discuss this. It isn't really any sort of thing, just, like, I know I've talked about it before, but it's not really a retread of this, it's just trying to explain things. For those who know me or know this channel for the most part, they'll know that I suffer a lot from anxiety issues, just kind of how it goes. Medication helps, but, that's just kind of how it goes. I still have massive attacks, like, of anxiety that kind of happen as they come along. And usually it's not YouTube related or anything of that sort, but unfortunately, along with Zero Punctuation, the channel kind of fluctuated quite a bit. We gained a lot of things, both views and subscribers and things like that, and it's been interesting to watch, but unfortunately, along with the vast improvements there, once Zero Time Dilemma was actually done, that all of that growth just instantly went away. And, usually for me, it's not too big of a deal, but when it comes down to this, I tend to always really overthink things. And even though I try not to or not worry about it, there's still a little piece of that, a little bit in your head, or at least in my head, that when I look at it, I just kind of go, oh God, how am I, what did I do that was so terrible? Why is this happening? That kind of deal. And usually when this happens, I kind of just brush it off and get worried, and then eventually it gets better. But Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning, that would be, I believe that's the 19th? Yeah, the 19th. I woke up this morning and, like, I looked at my YouTube page, and I don't know why, but, like, I just had a massive anxiety attack. Massive. Huge. I guess I just didn't see anything as progress, like, oh God, these are down. What is going wrong? This isn't moved at all. What is, all sorts of nonsense. And I spent a good part of an hour trying to just not let it get to me. And it was a huge, huge anxiety attack that I just could not brush aside and get over. And it was terrible. Like, I recorded that Kingdom Hearts thing, like, right in between that, and I had to act all this, like, happy and chipper thing, which is, I'm really excited for that, and I really do want to get into it, so I'm happy to see Kingdom Hearts, and, maybe I can actually talk comic and them into doing more Fire Emblem, but that's aside the point. Basically what happened was I don't know. And it really got me thinking about things entirely. Mostly in that when you're doing YouTube and you want to be, I wouldn't say successful, but you want to, everyone strives for growth, and that's just kind of how it is with YouTube. But I have a lot of friends who are really professional, do a lot of great things on YouTube, and of course, I like to think that we're on the same level in some ways, but they still do, they're blowing past me in not only views, but also subscribers, and even though usually no big deal, no issue, no fault, no, anything, there's still that comparative element where you look at that and you kind of go, Jesus, what am I doing wrong? So naturally, after Zero Time Dilemma went out and everything was fine, that whole element came back into play. And it just really hit me that, this morning. Really, really badly. I don't know when this video is going to go up, by the way, so it could be Wednesday, because I'm kind of probably doing more takes of this for all I know. But so Tuesday morning was kind of shot, and then we did recording of I Am Setsuna, and I believe, and this is, we did a recording of that, but unfortunately, I believe we had massive issues. The end result was the video I did not notice having tons of echo and weird issues all across the board. So, and this was because when I record, I have all my settings. I make sure all my settings are exactly the same as they usually are, but by the end of it, Skype had actually hijacked the sound settings and changed one small thing, and everything was out of the loop, basically. So, my day was chaos in almost every way, and that really got to me. It pretty much broke me in a lot of ways. So much so that I actually had to take like 20 or 30-minute breaks from the call I was in with Comic, Kish, and Trev, just to try and get it all together and settle down a bit, and it was ridiculous. So yeah, that was a fun experiment, and it was so yeah, that's just that goes to show you how a lot of our recording software works. At least one small thing like a spectacular program like Skype could just cause so much problems, and that is pretty much how YouTube is a lot of the time for me. When it comes down to creating videos and things like that, I love doing it, and I love you guys especially. But I get too far caught up in the whole analytical side of it. Because, well, that's just kind of how it goes. And if you have been around on my channel, you know that this happens occasionally. But I've never had such a massive attack as this morning, honestly, and it was insane. I don't know why. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I just freaked out for once, but I honestly felt like I just wasn't doing right. I gained no progress. Nothing was happening. And that's been happening a lot, and I kind of feel bad because Comic was supposed to have his week this week, this whole suggestion week, and I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. But halfway through it, I'm just like, no, I need to do videos like this, or I need to do that, and I kind of feel like we lost out on a lot of what Comic wanted to do, and I kind of feel terrible for that. So, Comic, if you're listening to this, yeah, I apologize for that. So, that's just kind of how it goes with that. But this isn't so much like a pity party kind of thing. I'm just going to tell you right now that, don't be surprised if I don't, if for a few days I just stop posting videos or doing stuff video related for a little while. That would mostly be probably due to anxiety, and I usually want to keep videos going because I like posting things daily. I like seeing you guys talk. But, constantly trying to, gain momentum or do things when I constantly compare myself with others is not very healthy to me, at least. And especially when I have massive attacks like that, it just doesn't feel like a good thing to do. Just in general, and for YouTube as a whole. And, it's never good. I have a lot of great friends who I compare myself to all the time. And, they're doing substantially better than me, and I just constantly worry about that. And that is just how YouTube kind of works with me. It's the constant game of, oh, gee, I'm not doing as well as this person who I know and really, respect. What am I doing wrong? And then you just keep going, and then you look at your analytics, and then you look at this, and then you look at that, and you're like, wow, am I just doing a terrible job? And, I know that's as far from the point as it is in reality, because I know there's a lot of you who watch me on a daily basis, not on the daily, but on a daily basis. There's a lot of you who, catch in and, don't watch some things, but watch others. And, that's just kind of how it goes. So, thumbs up. We've been doing a little bit more comedical stuff comic. Um, we've been doing a lot more comedy stuff of late. Comic and Trev's shitty comics and things like that, and weird games. And as much as I enjoy that, I do realize that it's not always the best thing. So it's just kind of I like the groove we've gotten into, but I also kind of feel like at times I may need a break, because focusing too much on analytics and things like that is just ruining it for me at times. And thankfully, whatever happened with Zero Time Dilemma happened because I got to thoroughly enjoy a game that I was looking forward to for a long time, and I got to see the end of it, and I got to make something a little bit more professional than I'm used to, which I might want to do again on another game, actually. More of a nostalgia trip than anything, because I was actually looking over the past, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I played Final Fantasy XI for I would probably say 9 years, 8 years maybe, 8 to 9. And 11 was actually mostly the reason why this whole channel kind of exists in a lot of ways. The people that I met in that indirectly led to me meeting a lot of the people that I have here. And some of the people that I had met in that are still with me today. So 11 was something that built a lot of the channel up, and I was just looking at that because I nearly went meltdown with a lot of this. And it was really strange, and just, I want to kind of look back at that and be like, man, this was weird. How did I waste so much time on that? Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. I don't know. But that's MMOs for you, friends. That's an addiction. That was a drug addiction at some point. No, seriously. 8 or 9 years of my life went by with that. And while it was a lot of fun and a lot of great times there, holy crap, looking back at that, Jesus Christ, that was a lot of time wasted. So, that's been my day, was getting freaked out by analytics, then worrying about everything, and then trying to record something, and then having that crash, and then freaking the hell out again, and then spending my evening playing Monster Hunter with Trev, Kish, and Comic, and then also looking at the past. That's a fun thing to do. That's been my panic spiral, friends. And that's YouTube. That's pretty much all it is. So there you have it, friends. Don't ever get into YouTube and don't ever worry about, well, I wouldn't say don't ever get into YouTube, but if you get into YouTube, try to do it for fun. And if you do get it, if you are doing it for fun, don't look at analytics. It's just terrible. Where was I going? So yeah, that's basically the whole thing. I know this probably seems like a downer in almost every way, but if I feel the anxiety might get too much, I will probably take breaks. So don't be surprised if videos suddenly stop. I don't even know if Kingdom Hearts will happen Wednesday or tomorrow. Partly because things are so behind schedule at this point that I'm worried about that as well, and it's always a fun little thing. Maybe we'll do Fire Emblem instead, because I wanted Trev and Comic to do something so we could get around something, but unfortunately that may take a bit more time than it should. But yeah, that's I mean, this is pretty much all I wanted to say. Was just, if you ever wonder why I just stopped making videos for a bit, like a few days, maybe a week, that might be why. Usually with me, I like having a video up every day, or 2 videos every day, because I like creating content, and I like exploring games and seeing what's new in them and things like that. Or just having more comedy in this, like those lovely comics. I don't know why, but they're fantastic with Comic, and Trev, and Kish at times. So I just like doing things. I'm usually always pretty. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't right now. Pretty orderly when it comes to at least trying to get a video up, even if I'm not really good at holding a time. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much all this is really here to talk about. I understand it probably all seems pretty dumb, but I felt that there was a need to get this out and discuss this and tell you guys what had happened and why things might be changing a little bit here and there. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to talk about. I'm probably going to go lay down now and get some rest so I don't have to worry about this kind of crap. And just get back to doing what I was doing beforehand. So I will talk to you all, guys. That was a really good outro. I will talk to you guys later. We'll probably have more videos for you, hopefully. Again, comics, sorry for your week not going off perfectly as planned, but hey, at least we played a game about poop. Good lord. Anyways, I'll catch you all a bit later. Thanks for watching.